Hey guys, what's up? It is prime time and it is grind time. And today I've got an interesting topic. Hopefully it'll challenge you, encourage you. And it is your current situation is not your final destination. Some of you might have heard me talk a little bit about this before, but I'm going to go some more in depth and hopefully challenge, inspire, encourage you today. And I'm going to start with this. So a lot of people always ask me, they're like, Ryan, you seem so joyful all the time. You're so happy. Why is that? Why are you like that? Do you ever get down? Do you ever get depressed? And so I want to talk to you and share with you some things that have altered my life and got me to where I'm at today and how they've changed priorities in my life. And so I want to share with you a couple things. So when I was in high school, one of my best friends was killed in a car accident, tragically. And then also just out of college or in college, I had a close friend, a high school mentor of mine, really good friend, brought me into his family as I was going through middle school and high school, and I got to be sort of a big brother to these three girls that he had and then two boys that he adopted from Haiti. And unfortunately, one of those girls got cancer at the age of like 7, and then she passed away at 14, 15 years old. And so the thing that allowed me to go through that, I mean, I was newly married at the time, and it was devastating. It was like losing one of my sisters to that disease. And then just recently, 3 years ago, I lost my dad unexpectedly to a tragic event, and that took place. And so what does that, or how does that tie into my topic for today? Well, it ties into this. So how am I joyful? How am I happy all the time? Well, I can tell you this. My current situation did not determine where my final destination was going to be. So in all of those circumstances and all of those times where I dealt with tragedy and challenges and things like that, I didn't allow that current situation to allow where I would end up going for my final destination. Now, I will say this. Was there a time to mourn? Absolutely. Was there a time of depression? Was there a time of going through some difficult times and finding out who I was as an individual, what I wanted to do with my life, how I wanted to leave a legacy for my life? Yes. I think as we all go through times where we lose someone close to us, it allows us to really sit back and think about what's most important in life, right? And so with me going through 3 of these tragedies with close people in my life, each time it allowed me to take a step back and look at my life and be like, what do I want to leave behind? What type of legacy do I want to leave? And what's my final destination? Where do I want to go right now? You know, I think a lot of times when we experience those things, if you haven't, I'll tell you what happens. You typically get to a place where you feel like, what really matters in this life? Is what I'm doing right now actually leaving a legacy that's going to benefit others and my family and my friends and give them something to go off of, to encourage them and to go on with life? Or am I going to live in this state of depression, anger, bitterness, and just be mad at the world? You have a choice. You have a choice of how you're going to handle those challenges and what you're going to be doing. And so I want to challenge you guys to specifically think about what it is that your current situation is right now. Some of you might be going through a really great time in your life. Your business might be thriving. Your family's thriving. You're not experiencing any problems. But I can promise you this. If you are in that moment, eventually something will hit. And I really hope that it's not anything tragic or things like that. But the question you have to ask yourself is, when that tragedy or that challenge or whatever it is hits, do I have the mindset, right, to get through that current situation, right, and not allow that to be my final destination? And so what do I mean, and how do we plan for that? Well, what I want to challenge you with is you need to understand. People ask me all the time, Ryan, why are you so joyful? I'm joyful because I've gone through these tragedies and these challenges in my life and realized that there's really a main thing that's important to me as I go through life, and that's my relationships, and that's my friendships with people and my family. That's essentially really the most important thing in everything that we do and should be in our lives, because as we lose someone, we realize that what is this life about? What are we doing in this life that's meaningful or that has purpose, right? And so it starts making us ask these questions. What is my purpose here on earth? What is my purpose here in my job? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Am I really making a difference here? Or how can I be making a difference in the lives of those around me? So when people ask me, Ryan, why are you so joyful and passionate all the time? It's because I realize life is short. That's in it of itself, in a nutshell, of why I am so joyful all the time, because I realize I'm not promised tomorrow. I realize I'm not promised another minute here on this earth. I could fall over right now with a heart attack. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But I could fall over right now, and why would I want to go through life, right? Not being joyful, not taking in every second of my day, not touching someone else's life as I'm living mine. And that's my challenge for you guys to think about, is as you go through some of these challenges, some of these situations that you're going through in life, whether that's with your family or your business or whatever it is, think about the final destination. What's the purpose that I'm going through this? What's the thing that maybe God is trying to show me through this trial, through this challenge? What does He want me to learn through this? Start looking at it as an opportunity to grow for you as an individual, and to maybe grow in your family, in your marriage, in your business, whatever it is. Look at those as opportunities to make yourself better. And then as you're going through that, try not to get caught up in the anger, the bitterness, the depression, those other things, but find joy. Realize that you have breath in your lungs. Realize that you're still alive. Realize that you can still see, hear, talk, smell, do all of these things that we take for granted on a daily basis. And understand that trials and tribulations come and go. And you will get through it if you have the right mindset. So understand that your current situation is not your final destination. What is your final destination? That I cannot answer for you. That depends on what your goals are, what your meaning and purpose in life is, and how you want to achieve it and how you want to get there and live your life. So, that is my challenge for you guys today. I hope it is encouraging. I hope it is challenging for you. And again, remember, your current situation is not your final destination. Go out there, live your life with joy, live it with passion, love those around you, always do what's right, and enjoy life. Love you guys. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.